did it!
Yes.
When I tell y'all, this has been the most tech issue of tech issue starts, but we made it. We are alive. We are all here. We are all breathing, and we are all ready to talk about whatever the fuck happened today on this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Because, baby... Hi, everyone. Or hello. Welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I've got coffee because it really is the only thing powering me today, other than our beautiful, fabulous guest, and this lovely panel that I'm here with today, because this is going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. I'm excited.
I mean, I love this combo in general, so
I love it. Oh, it's so good.
Do you?
Oh,
well,
Yes.
anyways.
Clock it.
I didn't have the button ready.
Well, yes. Anyways, I am brand new professional fangirl, concert drag and video games. Just drinking just regular water, both in a plastic and my lead, because I've had to.
And hello, everyone. It is me, it's your girl Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And you know, I do love my tea, but I love my cup mug too. Cup mugs. Hold on, wait.
Honey.
I have to do it. If I can't, a panel full of cup mugs. A panel full of cup mugs. I'm so excited. I haven't done it.
Yes.
But yes, you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And if you look to the right of the screen, there is a QR code. So scan it. It'll take you right to the shop. And then you can favorite the shop, like the shop, send me a message telling me you like the shop, and then buy your merch. That's the most important thing. Buy the merch. That'll be great. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. And thank you.
And we have such a great cup mug model today. Let me tell you.
I mean,
me doing hand modeling with no nails on. I can't. Honey, I literally had this look on to do a photo shoot, showed up with 10 nails, I left with 4. I'm like, no, it's over.
Oh,
it's
no.
Over. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
but who cares? Because the photo shoot turned out so good, let me say.
Honey, wait till you see the other pictures. They are we froze our asses off. Oh, my God.
Oh, I believe
it was
that.
like -5 degrees, like out on the friggin' hill. Like, oh, my God. Anyway, it was cute. We got the shot.
Good.
Period.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't already clear, Mya Foxx is here today, everyone.
Hey!
Yes.
Honey, I didn't think of a tagline. Y'all are showing me up with these little taglines. Yeah.
Wow.
Look, this is what we do.
I know.
We've been doing this for
almost
4.5 years at this point, which is kind of wild to say out loud. But you know, next time you come on.
Yes, I'll be prepared. I'll be prepared.
That part.
Because you will be back.
Oh, obviously.
Amen.
Oh,
yes.
obviously. But Mya, we're so happy to have you back here for more than just 20 minutes with Velma.
I know. Honey, listen, double win, double elimination, double post-exit interviews. I don't have any time to myself. I'm telling you, so I'm so excited to be here. This is great. Yeah.
We love Velma. We love Velma in this household. That is our sister here. But yes, we had to get you on, and we knew from the jump we had to get you on for Snatch Game, quite literally in January. We were like, no, we're getting you on for Snatch Game. Hello, let's
absolutely.
And what a Snatch Game it was! What an episode! Like, not only Snatch Game, but damn, what a good episode to get you on for, Mya. This was great.
So good. I've been getting caught up on the season. I haven't been watching like as the episodes are airing. It's been busy and stuff. But I was like, ooh, like, you know, I was waiting for like the show, like this season to kind of catch me, but they caught me in this episode for sure. Like this was a good one.
I agree completely. We've got a lot to get to. We're going to get to all of it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you have not already. We are literally like 6 people away from 3,000. Y'all are teasing us at this point. So if you have not already and you would like to subscribe, please. And thank you.
6 people. Come on, 6 of y'all.
The 6 of y'all, really?
6.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And plenty others. It would be really nice as well. But make sure you are subscribed. You hit the notification bell so you know when we're putting out all of our content here on this channel for season 18, as well as UK versus the World. And any other drag shows that pop up, because Lord knows there's like 3 of them filming right now. They keep teasing Down Under versus the World, so who knows when that's going to come out. You know, we already know the whole damn cast by all of the teasers they're going to do, and you know, some of us have known for months, but that's alleged information. It says so on screen.
It's right there.
You can also check out everything we're doing here across the Cup Network, because the Cup TV, baby, the reality TV world is popping off here starting next week, and there's so much going on. And if you want to see us talk shit about Plain Jane over on House of Villains, you can go check us out over, because I will be at the very least. You can check out the Cup TV. The link for that and everything else we're doing across the Cup Network are in the description below as well. You can check us out on our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow all of us, our links are down below as well. And most importantly, go send all of your love and support to Miss Mya Foxx. Go tip her, support her, get the merch. Merch is out.
Yes, we've got stickers.
Period. Go get yourself a sticker. Period.
Yes, I got no place to store damn t-shirts up in this apartment, girl, so you're getting some stickers for now.
Fair enough. So go get your Mya Foxx sticker and just go tip her and support her and do all that lovely stuff. But Mya, it's been a little bit since we've chatted with you. Obviously, the season, you know, it's been a couple of months, but how has life been, you know, since Canada's Drag Race has come out?
Oh my God, it's incredible. Like, just the response. I think we can kind of say, you correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like we had the best season of Canada's Drag Race ever. No shade to anybody else, but season 6, yeah, we did the damn thing. So no, the reaction's just crazy. Like, it's, you know, like my calendar's like booked up for the spring, the summer. Like, it's amazing. Like, so exciting. But yeah, and it's just like, you know, traveling, seeing the sisters, doing the things, and like, I don't know. Obviously, like, I expected to get some bookings and do some shows, but just like some really cool opportunities coming down the line that I can't really talk about just yet. But yeah, stay tuned.
I'm always happy to hear that. I'm always happy to hear that for the girls, especially the girls that have been so good to us. And the season 6 cast has been nothing but good to us, top to bottom. Like, all of y'all, like, not only was it a good season, but y'all are just angels.
A great cast of
people.
Thank you.
Just a good cast, just good energy across the board. Like, could not ask for better. I mean, when you perform the way you did and still go home in the episode you did, like, we said it when we talked to you in the exit interview, but like, the way you and Velma performed in that episode and you still went home, like, it goes to show just the caliber of season 6 of Canada's Drag Race. Like,
no, exactly. I mean, like, you watch almost like every episode from the season, and even the people that like were in the bottom probably would have been passable on any other season. Do you know what I mean? For the most part.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
It was crazy. So yeah, no, I feel like so fortunate that I was on that cast. I think it's magical, and we all got to do something together at some point for sure. Like, we got to get a little like tour pop in or a show or something like that'd be super, super cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone needs to do like what they're doing with the season 7 UK tour. Miss Davina's over there doing her thing with the season 7 UK girls. Like, somebody, I don't know who, over in Canada, somebody step up and do a season 6 tour, because it would be very fun to see all of you on tour across Canada. That would be quite good.
100%.
What's the response been like throughout Halifax as well? Being that you were the first Halifax girl on, what's that response been like within the drag community there?
Cuckoo bananas. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it's like, I don't know. The thing with, and I know like a lot of viewers are in the States and stuff like that, but like, you know, Nova Scotia, Halifax, think of like small rural state somewhere, you know what I mean? And we don't get a lot of opportunities. And it's not just Drag Race, but it's like you watch any reality TV show and it's like, oh, it's across Canada. There's never anybody from here on there. So like for people to see somebody from their own hometown is huge. And it's crazy. Like I just remember like being out for dinner with a friend the other week and I turn around and there's like a couple like 19, 20-year-old girls and they're just like taking sneaky pictures of me at the table. I'm like, it's so crazy. It's so wild.
I love it.
But I love it. It's super cool. I want to see some more girls from out here. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
please.
We did the damn thing on season 6. We need to make it happen for season 7, season 8, whenever. But yeah, for sure.
Good. And I'm happy that we're seeing the longevity of Canada's Drag Race because it is just one of the best franchises of Drag Race.
I'd agree.
But
I mean, UK copied our Beaver. Come on now.
I said that.
That Shippy T Golden Beaver.
Golden Beaver.
No, Miss Beaver is the OG.
Oh, correct. Correct. That part. Now that you are caught up with season 18, how are you feeling about this cast, these girls this season? What have the thoughts been so far?
Oh my God. So I think it's been a great season so far. I think the thing with the US Drag Race is there's so many of them. It takes me a few episodes to like really get into like who I like, who, you know what I mean? Like who's standing out, all that kind of stuff. I just have to say it right now. I don't know, we're going to talk about it later. I am a Mya Star stan.
You and me both, Maya. You and me both.
Bitch, that talent show, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I literally watched it on my couch after a show. It was like 1 a.m. and Miss Thing had me up off my couch, like screaming at the TV. Like she's so good, so charismatic. And like, you know what? There's a lot of people that go on and say, yes, I'm a dancer or this or that. Like Miss Thing is like a bona fide like hip hop diva, and I am here for it. Like she reminds me of like the girls from back home, like, you know what I mean? That 90s, 2000s, like that grit, that like, oh my God. Like, and I was like walking down the street the other day, I'm just singing her song. Like I live for that bitch. Live for her down.
You two live on the same drag planet for me in like,
I feel like
two sides of the same coin, very much so. And like it, like she's been my absolute favorite this season, which is why this episode pissed me off.
Yes.
But I'm just like, no, she's been kind of like the it girl this season when it comes to like performance and everything like that. She's just so good.
No. And I saw like some people were paying her dust from her performance. So like, oh, like she didn't really like, you know, she didn't really dance or like there wasn't much choreography or this or that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I feel like when it comes to like hip hop, for whatever reason, people don't have the same type of appreciation for it. And it's like, that takes major skill. Like the way that she moves is insane. Like her texture, her musicality, like all of that sort of stuff. And to me, that's more impressive than like an uncontrolled dip that somebody's going to do, or like, you know, the same jump split or whatever it is. Like I don't know, like, I could talk about her the whole hour here, like for real. She's incredible. Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be plenty of opportunity because she did a lot this episode.
She did something.
There's something this episode.
That is the right way to describe that for sure.
Yeah.
But we come back into the workroom after Miss Vita is gone.
I'm so annoyed.
Lana, our Alabama girl is gone, Lana.
I don't know. I'm sad. I'm very sad. I was very sad to see Vita go because I feel like Vita has so much more potential. I just don't think she showcased everything that she could possibly do in this competition. I just need to see Vita come back in a couple of more years, maybe All-Stars or something, just to come back and redeem herself because I know she has it. I feel it. Yeah. I feel she got it in her. It's just, I don't know what it was that was holding her back in this season, but she might not have been great at challenges, but she go eat up a runway, and I love that. I'm like, she needs to work on the challenge aspect of Drag Race, but she go eat up a runway, and you ain't gonna never be able to tell her she ain't eating up that runway. You can never die. But I was so sad. I was like, dang. But yeah.
No, I think Vita's like aesthetic is just like next level, and like looking at all of the design challenges, everything she brought. And then I heard like her designer like stood her up, and she was making a lot of these runways in like her hotel room, and she looked like
last week in her hotel room the night before.
Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Van Gogh. No, not too much of my girl. Like I can't be shading her too much. I love that.
I love that. Love that.
But no, like the fact that she could turn that out and still be on the same level or better than the other girls is crazy. I think what was holding her back is like Vita's somebody who is so poised and has her aesthetic together. She's so polished. So then when you need to get into these like stupid, grimy sort of challenges and you need to let all of that go, it's hard to do that, you know what I mean, when your whole brand is being polished. But I think she has it because we see it in the confessionals. You see it when she's talking to the girls. She's got a personality. She's funny. She's like, I think you're right, Lana, like bring it back in a couple of years and she'd have it for sure.
Like we talked about it in the Instagram review, like how Vita's outfits were drag, like and like I remember because I judged it, like it was so hard picking like 1, 2, 3 because I already used my tie, like and like it just shows the quality. And she even like they even highlighted some of her looks on the show, like from what we reviewed. I was like, damn, like the Grace Jones, the Navi look. I was like, wow, like that. Everything about it just shows like the quality. Like to me, like you can see how like she was like a front runner from the beginning with her fashion, and then once things went on, I was just like, oh,
yeah. I don't know. I was very sad to see Rita go, but I understood why she had to go, but I just didn't want to see her go.
It was one of those classic cases on Drag Race of a girl doing so well and it just not being her week. And I think we saw it this week as well, unfortunately. It just wasn't, 2 weeks in a row, it just wasn't her week. But Vita is gone. Juicy is torn up over this one. I think, she was doing so well, and then all of a sudden to be kind of all of a sudden put in the bottom. And I mean, rightly so. I think, the bottom two was right last week, but for her, it's kind of that gut punch of, oh, I'm not doing as well in the competition anymore. Oh no. Yeah. It hit her pretty fiercely. I hated seeing her last week at the end of Untucked, just completely like doubled over, like almost in pain. And I was just like, oh, Juicy girl. Like she's going to be one of those girls with just one of those like up and down track records the whole season. And like, at this point, I really don't know. Like Juicy could be top 4 or Juicy could be the next person to go. And I really don't know how it's going to go for her.
Yeah, she seems like a genuine like soft soul. You know what I mean? Like she's affected by it, and like we've seen like girls on Drag Race in the past. It's like somebody goes home and it's like a performance of like how sad they are that they left. This was genuine. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like I think it's important like feel that, but like you got to keep your head in the game at the same time. You know what I mean? Like you can't be sitting here worried about Vita. We love Vita. It's sad, whatever. But you need to like get moving on to the next thing and get your head back into it. You know? Yeah,
absolutely.
And it was unfortunate for Juicy, the challenge that fell right after she was at the bottom, because it just was not going to do her any favors. But unfortunate for Miss Discord, she's kind of like, well, what do I need to do to get a top placement? What do I need to do to get a win? I don't know at this point.
I don't know, because honestly, I feel like the judges are playing in Discord space at this point. I don't know what Discord has done. I don't know what Discord has done to anybody. I don't know who she done pissed off or who Cheerio she peed in, but she done pissed somebody off, and they are playing in Discord space because Discord does well every single time, and when she does well, they make her safe. And it would piss me off too. I'm like, I feel good about this. Everybody's saying how good it was. I'm getting rave reviews from the back. I think I'm doing good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Then I get on this stage and every single week is safe, safe, safe. And I'm like, what is happening? Because me personally, it's been a couple of weeks. I'm like, Discord should have been at the top. Discord should have been in this top. Last week, Discord should have been in the top. This week, Discord should have been in the top. I'm just saying. We'll talk about it, but I don't understand why the judges are playing in this girl's face right now. Like, either y'all let her go so she can get on with her life and, stop putting her through that torture, or y'all fairly place her where she belongs to be, because she deserves to be in the top. And I understand her frustration. The first time she was frustrated, I was like, okay, girl, I get it, but it's not that deep. Now y'all playing. Now y'all actually playing, and it feels like y'all playing. And if I was Discord, I'd be like, I'm good. Because my mental health is worth way more than this little prize y'all finna give me. And y'all keep playing with me when I know I'm doing well. And y'all keep playing with me. And now y'all making me rethink myself. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, I don't know what they feel, what they doing, who pissed Discord, who she pissed off, but they playing. They are playing.
I mean, there are a couple of examples I think of, like, similar to Discord. The track record and the person I think of specifically is someone like Scarlett Bobo in Canada season 1.
Yeah,
where, Bobo was doing so consistently good throughout the competition, and then finally got her win at the final episode before the final 3, and she was a finalist.
Yeah.
So I could see that trajectory for Discord. Obviously, this season is longer. There's more episodes. There's more girls. So I don't want that for Discord necessarily. But I do agree with you, Lana. I'm curious just as to what it is that is holding the judges back, and specifically Ru back, from giving Discord a win, because we know from what the girls have told us that Discord is someone that Ru specifically on the first or second day was like, I'm so excited to see you here finally. And we know that Discord's been applying for Drag Race for 12 years at this point. So Ru knows who Discord is. Ru has been very aware of Discord's presence in the Drag Race, meta. So I'm really curious why she just cannot unlock, or the judges won't allow her to unlock. I think that's the more apt thing, that last little step to get a win. I don't know.
And the thing is, and I think especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, she's really taken the judges' critiques, and I know they're talking about her walk, which is iconic, love it. Maybe they're putting her safe just to see her walk the runway back and forth one more time. But honestly, I think they're telling her loosen up, you look so intense and serious, and the last 2 weeks with these more comedy based challenges, she's really shined, and you're seeing that development, you know what I mean? So it's not she came in strong and just sort of plateaued. There's this upward trajectory that's happening, and I do feel she deserves at least a top placement, you know what I mean? Maybe there's a case where she doesn't win, but I want to see her up there and getting some critiques and you know what I mean, getting her flowers, because she has been turning it. And she says she surprised me too, because I kind of had her pegged as an emo fashion girl sort of thing. That's what I was seeing. And it's no, bitch, you crazy. She's funny as hell. She's twisted. I'm here for her. Yeah.
She might be one of the most well-rounded queens on this cast, honestly. She might be the most versatile queen on this cast. She's kind of giving almost everything that you need in a Drag Race contestant in an interesting way. And I'm not
Have you seen her dance yet?
I've seen it on her Instagram.
Okay, can she dance?
I think that's the one thing, and we're going to see it next week. I think that's the one thing that may hold her back. But I think she's got almost everything else it would take. I think the interesting thing, and we've been talking about it a little bit on this pod week by week, I think the judges really don't know what to do with Discord and Darlene. I think they really cast both of them and like maybe expected them to go out early.
Yeah.
And neither of them are underperforming whatsoever and are exceeding any expectation that producers had. Because Darlene is killing the competition. Discord is killing the competition.
Yeah.
And I genuinely think the judges are just at a point where they're just like, I don't know what to do with these. Like, we don't know what to do with these girls. So safe. Like it really at this point, it kind of, especially with Darlene, like, because we'll talk about it more, but like Darlene has been doing very, very well week over week as well, and has gotten some of those good top placements. I'm just like, I really don't think they know what to do with Discord or Darlene at this point.
I agree. And Darlene is so charming. My God, love her.
I love Darlene. And also, the level of drag on this season is exceptional. Like, no one is bad. Top to bottom on this cast, no one is bad. Like, everyone has their pitfalls where they're not, like, the absolute best. But everyone is successful at a variety of different tenets of Drag Race on this season. Like, there is not a weak link in this cast whatsoever. Like, everyone is so far up Jujubee's pussy staircase on this season that, like, the level of drag is just so fierce. It's just, it's one of those seasons I think we're going to look back on years from now and be like, oh my God, remember season 18? And like, just remember how good season 18 was. Like, and years to come, all the All-Stars are going to come from season 18 because it's just such a good season. Like, it's just too good. It's too good of a season. And I don't think enough people are appreciating how good of a season this is right now. I'm speaking to you 12-year-olds on Twitter.
Exactly. Like this cast is so like close-knit and dynamic. Like they really show like what Drag Race should be, like really. Like I like, again, since, like my very first season watching was season 6, and obviously like at the time I was only 17, so as time went on, like it just shows that like this is like one of those casts where there was like, oh yeah, like and I really saw it with your cast, Mya, as well. Like everyone was like had something to bring like for each other, and I feel like this is the same thing. So
yeah, certainly. Well, you know, the most of the early part of this episode is pretty standard. They come into the workroom. Ru comes into the workroom. We find out it's Snatch Game, but with a Love Island twist. Sure. And we see Kenya immediately panic.
As I would have too, because I've said it before on this podcast, and I'll say it again. Snatch Game's formula is successful. The Snatch Game formula is not broken. It doesn't need to be changed. You can do Snatch Game the same way every season and it will still be funny. But now they want to add on all these different twists and different parts of Snatch Game. We got election episodes and Love Island and Survivor, Get Me Out of Here, and all kind of whatever they want to say. And it's like, it takes, for me, it makes it so much more less entertaining on a lot of them. Like some of them were decent, but it feels like now because I've come in knowing I got to give me a Snatch Game character. I get my character down, get my development. I got my jokes because I can banter with people and got these jokes. And now you put it in a situation where it's not that, because now I have a Snatch Game Love Island edition, and now I have to be sexy or flirty. My jokes aren't sexy. My person isn't a flirty person. My person is what if I did a character that was a serious person I was going to turn into a funny person? It's not. Now I have to flirt with these guys who it just takes away. But I will say I think this one was better than most, because like I don't need to see Snatch Game Survivor Get Me Out of Here. I don't need to see Survivor even though the political one was okay, the election one was okay, but I don't need that one either. I don't need all the different versions. Snatch Game is fine how it is. Sit them on the podium, let them banter back and forth with the host and the team people, and just let it go. It's fine. It doesn't need all of that because it was fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, I'm not finna fix a TV that's working perfectly fine. You leave that TV where it is. But y'all taking Snatch Game and just twisting it around and doing all this extra stuff, and it's like half of it don't work. Luckily for them, this one worked a little bit.
Luckily for them, I would say this one worked pretty well. Like, of the variants, and I do agree with you, Lana. Why the wheel ain't broken? The wheel's perfectly fine. The wheel's perfectly fine. Ru, you said that yourself. You said that yourself in your coffee anima voice. You ain't gonna fix the wheel. The wheel's perfectly fine. Why are we fixing the wheel then? The wheel is perfectly fine. But with that being said,
go ahead.
I actually think this version was my favorite version of all of the, all the versions they've done. I think this actually worked pretty decently.
It did.
And I think it had to do with the guys that they had there. Like, I think the guys did even, Zane Phillips and all of his lip filler, put in a lot of work to this, we all saw it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say the loud or the quiet part out loud. Like, we all saw it. But yeah, no, I like, this was the best of the versions because it like, there was enough banter that simulated a traditional Snatch Game without Ru having to do it. There were actual comedians doing the work. That's why it worked.
And I did love that they brought in the intros for Love Island, how they do it on Love Island, where they had to do the little intros. I thought that was so funny. I love that they did that. They were true to Snatch Game and they were true to Love Island since they brought them together. And I thought that was why it was successful.
Yeah.
I feel like they've done the switch up for a couple of reasons, because I think Snatch Game has taken a dip in the last few years, and typically it'd be, there'd be half the people would do well, some people be in the middle, and then there'd be a couple bottoms. But in the last few seasons, it's like there's maybe one or two people that have done well, and I feel like they are trying to switch the format up to give the girls more space to be funny. And to your point, Lana, I'm like, I just like the Snatch Game to be the Snatch Game. You know what I mean? Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's intimidating. Yes, maybe there's less to work with, but that's the challenge. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think like a lot of girls have like lost the ability to do impersonation. And I think like that is a pillar in the drag community. And like, yes, we're all our own artists now, but I think it does pay homage to like the diva-ness of it all back in the day. And I think like that's an important thing to have. That being said, I did really like this version. I think this was definitely the best version, and I think it allowed for like more physical comedy, and you could get up out of your chair and play around and all of that sort of stuff. But at the same time, it was very much like The Bachelor. You know what I mean? Like from All Stars 3, I think it was. So it was like, okay, it's the Snatch Game and The Bachelor, and to like me, yes, they're two comedy challenges, but it's two different things. So yeah, like, I don't know. I'm fine with it. I think it went well, but I think that there was the potential for it to be very bad if the girls did not have good performances.
If 6 of the girls did not do spectacularly in this challenge, it could have gone abysmally. Like, that's the thing. And that's why I love, again, speaking on how good Canada's Drag Race Season 6 was, I'll just say again, that's why I love what they did with the Pick Your Poison challenge, where it was half original, like standard Snatch Game, half design challenge, like that kind of switch up. I loved that kind of thing, because then it's like, okay, if you're really not confident in your Snatch Game choice, you can, try your hand at another just as difficult kind of challenge that, like, it's 2 of the more difficult challenges on Drag Race. I like that kind of, switch up kind of situation. Now, I have been wondering, Mya, when you found out with the Pick Your Poison challenge that your Snatch Game would be less people, was that comforting for you, or did that add an extra layer of pressure knowing you would only have, a more limited number of people to banter off of?
I think it was probably a little more pressure. I think it was less. I wasn't necessarily thinking about like less people to banter off of, and more so it's like you can't hide. So if
Exactly.
you flub this, there's not 10 people and you can end up in the middle somewhere. It's like if you're bad, you're probably in the bottom. You know what I mean? But I felt. I mean, honestly, like I felt pretty good going to the Snatch Game. Don't see no
Well,
shade.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, hello. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, like, I think, like, especially, like, not even so much on Snatch Game, but, like, on the design portion of our challenge, like, Star, who ended up in the bottom, like, didn't really do bad, but because there was only so few people, there's only so many slots, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I would say there's more pressure.
Definitely. It makes sense. I mean, and and I liked the way that they divided the groups in this as well, where you had like the 5, and Lana, I loved this too, the like 5 OGs, and then the 4 like Casa girls. I loved the way they did that too, because in that way it kind of echoed where like there's like nowhere to hide almost. Like you're doing it in smaller groups, and it's like there's lesser people, there's more time to focus on the individual people that you've got in the group at one time. So I agree. Keep Snatch Game the same, or do something like they did on Canada's Drag Race, but like I want some standard Snatch Game. But I do agree with your point, Maya. And I think back to last year's Snatch Game on season 17, where we sat here and we said, Jules and Anya are the only 2 good ones. Oh, okay. Is the bus still running, Lana? No, it ain't. And it shouldn't be. So
honey, that bus is missing a wheel. That's
a couple of wheels.
A couple.
And, but Miss Lana's out there doing the best she can, and she's thriving out there, so who cares? Sam was pretty good. Sam was pretty good as the I forget her name, the pageant woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was like a Mary Kay, like
She did pretty good as well. So I'll add Miss Sam Star up there. Shout out to Sam Star. But so I'm actually glad that they tried something different this year to at least give them a little bit more, like you said, like the room to move and things like that. So I think that we're just so used to, we watch everything and we watch all the Snatch Games. So we're just like, we have that like world view of Snatch Game, whereas the producers here are like just so narrowed in and things like that. But Lana, you were gonna say?
I was just saying, I wonder, it's interesting why I wore this shirt today. My Love Island Nicolandria shirt. I don't know. The Snatch Game made me feel very Love Island-y.
I love it. And in, classic getting ready for Snatch Game situation, several people changed their character. Juicy probably didn't even bring a character.
Girl.
Ma'am.
Hello? And the way she went about it and was like, maybe I could do this person or this person. Oh, maybe Becky G. Who's Becky G? Just some random person I know.
A Latina woman
I know. Like what?
Or the whitest woman possible.
Oh, I'm gonna do Cardi B. I don't know. Oh no. Okay, JoJo, see why it is. Final answer. What? Hello?
And honestly, JoJo,
it wasn't the bad. It wasn't the worst.
Oh no, it was the best of the options she came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
I was fully ready for Juicy to just be the worst. Be the worst. Like, be the worst in this challenge. I was prepared. I was like, she is going to not have a character, or whatever character she picked is not going to be developed. It's not going to be realized. She is just going to fly by the seat of her pants, and it's going to be so bad. And it wasn't the worst. And I was like, whoa. Boy, you lucked out.
Yeah.
You lucked out on this one
today.
Because my God, but you know what? JoJo Siwa made sense for Juicy. Because like when she was like, she's a dancer, I'm a dancer. And JoJo just is very chaotic, and which I could be. So it kind of made sense, but the roundabout way she got there was crazy to me. Just like Athena, who was like, I have a character. I'm ready to do this character. And RuPaul says, you should do something Greek. And Athena says, huh? What? Greek? Okay, hold my beer. I'll be right back. And you create a whole character from just because RuPaul says you should do something. Baby, I have never been so impressed and blown away and scared in my life all at the same time. I was just like, what is happening here? What do you mean you creating a whole character? Because RuPaul said you should do something Greek. That's it. No notes. No, this person is Greek and you could do them. No, just do somebody Greek. Do you know how many Greek people it is in the world? Hello.
At the same time, I'm so pissed we didn't get Charlie Chaplin in the Snatch Game of Life.
Literally.
Oh my God, I know.
She could have did Charlie. It would have been funny.
I would have paid so much good money to see Charlie Chaplin and Truman Capote.
Exactly.
Like, I'm so happy it worked out for Athena because I did not want Athena going home here, but fuck you, Ru, because we could have gotten some of the best improv and volleying between Charlie Chaplin and Truman Capote, and you ruined 100%. It, RuPaul.
And David Attenborough.
I mean, could you imagine
and David Attenborough? Oh my God.
Like, could you imagine Athena starting off like in silent, just not saying anything, just doing a whole lot of gesturing, and then all of a sudden come, and then all of a sudden just come out and like, I'm gay and I have a voice, and it would have been so funny. I would have died. And like you said, volleying with Tim. Oh, I can't.
And
ruined it.
And then in between them, Big Ange.
Mm-hmm.
That would have still been bad. But
I don't think we should have did Big Ange. I don't think we should have did Big Ange.
Honestly, I think Corey did Big Ange too well.
Yep.
I think Pearl and Corey have done Big Ange too well, though I don't think we need to do Big Ange anymore. So but yeah. Other than that, the one other after Snatch Game is over, the one other big workroom piece, just to close out the workroom segment, is Darlene talking about her upbringing and, you know, finally feeling like she's in a safe space with drag and with Drag Race. And I said, yes, Darlene, good. This better not be them prescribing you going home this episode. I don't think it is. But I'm happy to see your backstory, Darlene. And I love to get to know more about you, because I think up until this point, I was like, Darlene feels like the only person I don't really know much about yet. But I loved getting to know more about Darlene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was great. Like the backstory, it resonated with me being from a small place, and I was like, I totally connected with her. And I think she's just so charming. Like, she's so cute. Like, I'm cheering for her. You know what I mean? But I like I'm sure you guys have already talked about this on the podcast, but like her drag name sends me. Darlene Mitchell.
Darlene Mitchell.
That's like your mom's friend that works at the superstore. You know what I mean? Like, it's very that. Like, I can't.
Weekends.
Very, yeah. She's sending you the Epicure, the Mary Kay, the Avon, all that kind of stuff. 100%. She's the one that you got to put on mute on like your Facebook, because she's sending you like 100%
all the time.
All the time. Darlene Mitchell. Like,
Darlene Mitchell.
Darlene Mitchell.
I can't. I love it.
Darlene Mitchell is everywhere. She work at the farmer's market. She work at, like you say, she do the Mary Kay. She got her booth set up and she's selling everything. And she's trying to sell you everything. But she is the sweetest person.
The Tupperware. Yep, all of it.
All the essential oils and her jewelry and that she made herself. It's Darlene Mitchell is everywhere, and she go try to sell you everything, but she is the sweetest thing, and you know she would give you the shirt off her back if she let you. Love Darlene Mitchell. I think I love Darlene in this episode. I feel like imposter syndrome is so real, and people don't listen, and sometimes people take that like That's not a thing. That is so real when you feel like you are doing something and you shouldn't be here. And that can take over and stunt you for who you are because you don't feel like she said, I'm looking around this room and like, I don't have all that makeup. I don't have this. I don't have that. And it's like, no, but what you have is great for you.
Yeah.
What you have is good for you. And you are here because you're supposed to be here. And I love seeing queens on this show finally coming into the acceptance of, yes, I'm supposed to be here. That is one of my favorite parts of watching Drag Race, is seeing somebody who like gets intimidated when they come in the room, seeing everybody and it's like, oh my God, I don't have all of that. I'm from a small town, or I don't have that much money. I don't have this. These girls coming in with thousands and thousands of dollars worth of outfits, and I got my stuff from the local swap meet and I made it work. And then they realize, no, girl, you're here because you're supposed to be here.
Mhm.
If you weren't supposed to be here, you wouldn't be here, but you're here because you're supposed to be here and you're good at what you do. That is one of my favorite moments of Drag Race, to see that girl come into like, you know what? Yeah, I'm supposed to be. I think it happened with Saltina in your season when she was like, you know what? I'm supposed to be here. Yes, absolutely. You're supposed to be here. Nobody gets on this show by accident.
No.
Every queen gets on these shows because they're supposed to be on this show in that time and place that they're supposed to be there. So I loved it. And Darlene just opened up another little portal in my heart for her. I'm like,
Yes.
oh, Darlene.
Yes.
I adore her.
I adore her.
It's so real. Like I deal with so much imposter syndrome. Like
Who doesn't?
all of us
Yeah.
do. Like it so resonates. Like I just love every moment that we're getting to know Darlene is just so beyond special on this season. And I'm happy that, even though I still feel like the producers don't know what to do with Darlene on this season as a contestant, I'm happy that we're getting to know the character behind Darlene. I still just love that my drag aunt knew her as Trash from years ago. That's my favorite thing. Like I am 1 degree of separation away from Trash, which is very fun. Shout out to my drag aunt Hypoxia. Love you, girl. But yeah, no, it's just like, and to come from Trash to now being this like realized like Darlene Mitchell character, and like just the trajectories of so many of these queens on this season are just so, this cast is just so cool. That's the word I use to describe. It's just a cool cast. And I just, it's a cool season. I really enjoy it. And this was a lovely moment of getting to know more about Darlene before she didn't go home. And I'm happy about that.
Right.
Yeah.
And with that, I think it's time for us to go to the runway.
It's time to talk about the Snatch Game of it all.
It is.
So
It is
exciting.
indeed. Let's do it. No big deal or anything. Just Brooke Shields.
Who's Brooke
Yeah.
Shields?
Period.
Who's Brooke Shields?
You don't know who
No.
Brooke
No.
Shields is?
No, really. Who's Brooke? I said,
We
baby.
literally named eyebrows after her.
I was like, oh, Juicy's a baby.
She's a baby.
Yeah, she's a baby.
Girl.
Juicy's
I
a
don't know
baby.
how old y'all are, but like I'm getting to this stage where it's like I feel so old because the youngins don't know the references anymore. And like the fact that Juicy doesn't know Brooke Shields, like, girl, get it together.
Girl.
I had a moment, there was this person I worked with. I went to the Missy Elliott and Sierra concert and I said, I'm going to see Missy Elliott and Sierra. And they said, who's that? I said, what do you mean? You don't know who they are? Then they asked me if they were in Destiny's Child with Beyonce.
Get the.
These kids
I'm
don't
throwing
have
all my
culture
stuff. I'm
anymore.
throwing everything.
I can't. Brooke
I
Shields,
can't.
Missy Elliott, Sierra, like,
I
Juicy, get it
can't.
together, girl.
What do you mean you don't know who Missy Elliott and Sierra is? That just pissed me off. That just pissed
Lana,
me
I
off.
can't, like, no, I could not.
Oh my
I could
God.
not.
I've never been so mad in my life. I threw my stuff. I threw my stuff.
Level up.
I just look. My roommate just walked in the room like, "What is going on with you?" I'm throwing stuff around here. I'm throwing stuff around here. What do you mean it was Missy Elliott and Sierra in this?
I know.
I'm too old for this. I'm too old for this.
Same.
Not this.
Same.
No,
am
I
too
think I
old
think
for
we are
this.
all. I think we are all of the age where we know Brooke Shields.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm at the age.
I'm the
You are the
baby
baby
of
of
the
this
group,
group,
and
but
I still know.
I'm also the baby in the group.
Are you younger than me?
I'm a 97 baby.
Oh no, we're the same age. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I forgot that.
yeah, no, I'm
we
of
were
the.
raised correctly with the right references.
I'm about to say
don't
I am
judge
of the
me.
generation where I was growing up with Miss Brooke Shields. Like
Mhm.
I remember her first Calvin Klein ad and
Mhm.
the Blue Lagoon. Come on, Brooke Shields is Brooke.
Mother.
She looks
Mother.
fabulous.
No, literally
Oh
mother.
my god.
Oof.
For 60?
Look at those legs. Look at those legs.
Like, how is that
Mother.
60?
That
Oh.
is
We're not
Because
worthy. We just
we're
aren't
not
worthy.
that
No.
generation knew what they were doing because baby 60 looks real good on a lot of these people. Look at Brooke Shields, look at Angela Bassett, look at these mothers, these
Yes.
mothers who are eating at 60.
Yes.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I cannot. Yeah, she looks. When she walked that runway, I was like, "You better work, mama," because she said
I
she
love
never
it.
worked the runway, which I did not realize. I'm like, no, she was
She
just
was
a
a-
magazine girl.
she was a
She
print
was the
girl.
magazine girly. She never walked the runway.
Yeah, she was a print girl. And
And
no,
and when she walked that runway,
Oh, she killed
she
it,
ate.
baby.
She ate.
Just
She gave face and
I-
everything.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was one of the best guest judges we've had this season. Like I
love
just
her.
really
Oh yeah.
And the only other guest judge so far this season since Cardi B to actually go back and Untucked. And I was like,
yep.
thank you.
Love her. Love
Thank
that.
you very much. Thank you, Brooke Shields. No, I love this. This panel also,
Mhm.
Rue
They look
looks
good.
incredible.
Yeah.
Michelle looks incredible. And Carson looks incredible. And I was like, hello, everyone.
They got the
Yeah.
shiny fabric memo. Everybody do a shiny fabric. We love
Category
that for them.
is shiny.
Shiny.
Well, it was an 80s runway. So, we'll go
It
with
Very
that.
that.
They
Yes.
tracks because baby the 80s was shiny.
You could have pulled all four of these out of the 80s, honestly. Like Carson is the least 80s, but we'll still count it. It's fine.
Mhm.
We'll
It
take
works.
it. But it
Close
works.
enough.
No, everyone looks great.
Okay.
Everyone looks great. Period. Yes. Let's get into I gotta hide our cup mug
Yeah, you can hide that.
shortly.
Take it out. It's okay.
I mean I could. Well,
No,
we don't need
no.
to see Mia, but
No, don't do that to Mia. Do not do
I
that to
won't.
Mia.
I can't do that. I can't do that to my big back mother. I'm sorry.
I can't. Love her.
I won't. I love her too dearly, even though this wasn't good. But yes, here we have our Snatch Game of Love Island contestants. Let's get into it. We've got Jesus. We've got Athena as Greta Feta Onassis. I'm just gonna pause and let that sink in for a second. Greta Feta Onassis. You've got Jane as Truman Capote, Mia allegedly as Bloody Mary, Nene as Sir David Attenborough, Darlene as Mrs. Claus, Mikey as Drew Barrymore. I almost said Lizzo as Kenya Pleaser, but no. Kenya as Lizzo, Juicy as Jojo Siwa, and Discord as a Pope.
The Pope.
And
The
she
Pope
was
of all
the
popes.
Pope.
He was the Pope.
Oh yes, in the Snatch Game of Love Island, she was the Pope, but in the workroom, she described herself as a Pope.
She was the Pope
The
of
Pope.
all popes.
That's right.
Like,
Correct. Yes,
baby,
yes.
I am that.
Correct. Yes.
She is the Pope.
She is
honey.
the Pope. I'm not gonna say
was
the Pope. I'll say the Pope. One
the
word.
Pope.
The Pope.
Pope.
We'll go with that. The Pope. Please welcome to the stage the incomparable the Pope.
Pope.
I can actually see that as a name.
The Pope.
Now,
I'm here for
the robbery of not getting us workroom footage of Discord saying that, oh yeah, I'm going to be the Pope to Rue. I was just like, I wish I could have
know.
gotten that reaction.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Come on now.
Like I said, they playing in Discord's face, y'all. They've been playing in her face this whole time, and I don't like it.
Because what do you mean you're going to come on Snatch Game of Love Island as the Pope and kill it? Like,
I'm just going to say this about
Please.
the Pope while we at the Pope, because when they asked, what is your favorite position? And she said, do it with me. Stand here, arm here, and just stand.
And just hang there.
Fell up and just hang there for a week. And then when he bantered back, what about 3 days? And she said, that works too. I fell off. I was in the middle of my bed and I fell off the bed. I rolled over so many times I fell off the bed. It was so goddamn funny. What do you mean? Hang your hand here, hang your hand, and just hang there for a week.
Girl.
That won it for me right there. I was like, she just won.
Me right there.
That was my favorite part of this whole Snatch Game, was that moment right. I never laughed so hard in my life. And then when she did it, was like, that works too. Ting ting. I was like, no. The ting ting at the end. Oh my God, my stomach hurt laughing at that. Yeah. And I watched that this morning. It was so funny. I don't know what else she would have to do at this point, because she came in with this character of the Pope, which is funny, but not even funny. It could go very wrong and be very controversial, but she rolled the right line, and it was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen somebody do. We've seen people do the Pope before. We've seen people do religious people before. This was just so dang funny, and she looked good doing it. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what they want from Discord at this point, because that one joke won the whole thing for me.
When she came in and she was doing her little spin, and then she did the little it was just like her physical comedy is so good. I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, no.
She took me the hell out, girl. Like, I was cackling the entire time. The yoga position, forever
in my memory,
ingrained in my mind. And and here's the thing, and I saw people kind of chirping her a little bit, being like, oh, another gay character. I'm like, yeah, we've seen that. Like, Trinity did the devil, it made the devil gay. Who did it on Canada? Amy Yonsei did Jesus. But this was different. This reminded me of 60-year-old single gay man that goes to art conventions. You know what I mean? It was just this
I know that man.
You know what I mean? Will and Grace sort of comedy. I don't know. It was very that.
Absolutely.
And just the way she spoke, and then she, a little twirl. I was dying the entire time. And then whatever her line was about sleeping in the confessionals, dead.
Was her secret?
I've just been falling asleep in the confessionals. These confessionals are just so boring. Why aren't we just taking boys up to the mountain and sacrificing them? It was just, she wrote that line so perfectly.
Yes.
Which, she knew the comedy. She knew what she came there to do. She had everything planned out to a T. And then on top of that, she improv'd so perfectly into this new format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't
get it. Because when Ru was volleying her, where'd you get your outfit from? Did you make it? And she was like, oh, I just have a lot of altar boys lying around. What?
Altar boy back home.
It's oh my God. Ru has been giving people jokes, and then people have been missing it, which we saw. But she caught everything, and everything was so good. I thought this was so. I was so confused.
I think there were 6 people that did really well in this Snatch Game, but genuinely, Discord for me knocked it out of the park so hard. I thought it was going to be completely, without a doubt, undeniable that Discord was going to win this Snatch Game.
Yeah. I did too. I thought she was winning.
She was my favorite by a good margin.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell we're doing here anymore.
I don't know what else she could have done, to be honest. And like,
I don't either.
She every time she had a joke every time she spoke. She did well with the improv. The look was absolutely insane, and I lived for it. Like the cheekbones, the prosthetic, like it was just like it. She did so well. Like it did not make any sense to me why she was safe. Like it was robbery. And like not trying to discredit the other girls.
No, because they all
that feels like everybody did well, all that kind of stuff. But Discord should have been up there 100%.
Absolutely.
Like even look at this picture here. Like you cannot tell me that is Discord. Like, huh?
No. Like it's like you can tell it is, but that like there's one little moment, like the chin moment. There's one little bit, but that should not discredit you from a win. I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Girl, for the amount of time they give us to get ready, like it's anybody who even attempts a prosthetic in that period of time, hats off to you. So I mean, if they see that little edge that's showing, whatever, like I don't care.
And like,
you know what I mean?
And props to Darlene as well. I think Darlene has a prosthetic as well. Like I think part of it is a prosthetic, and it's like it's so well done. Like also the amount of makeup work done in this Snatch Game alone as well. Like from Athena doing this like big over the top Greek, like Jane's Truman Capote. Incredible makeup. Mia's makeup for this, spot on. Nini's makeup here, gorgeous. Darlene's incredible. Mikey looks just like Drew Barrymore. Like
it's uncanny.
Kenya Kenya does a great transformation into Lizzo. Like it is a spot on Lizzo. Juicy's kind of like interpretation of JoJo as well is really spot on. Like the makeup work and the transformation work in the Snatch Game as well was spot on by everybody, and I think that honestly did contribute in a lot of ways to just how good this Snatch Game was on a whole as well. Because like I did love Discord. I think my other like absolute top favorite was Mikey. I loved what Mikey did because I think Drew Barrymore is such an enigma of a woman, and it is clear to me Mikey put in her homework, and has I fear to know how much Drew Barrymore show she has watched. I fear to know. I hope it wasn't too much because she had so many of like she played Drew Barrymore show Drew, and did it flawlessly. Like and what killed it for me was like the mannerisms and her physical comedy when she wasn't replying. Like she had the like eye roll, and when Kenya launched back and she was like, yes, Lizzo, like that killed me. And then when she just is comfortable on the couch, just lounging there, like that's so Drew Barrymore show Drew. And it was equally a phenomenal performance. I thought Mikey absolutely killed it. I loved what Mikey did.
Mikey 8. I think that style of comedy is probably the hardest to do. Like a lot of the other girls, it's like, you know, we all love like a sex joke. We all love a poop joke. Like, you know what I mean? Blue humor, it works. You know what I mean? There's times it doesn't work, but that is sort of like low-hanging fruit. The way that she sort of was just like deadpan, like relied on the mannerisms, the physical comedy, and the delivery. Like if her delivery was just like off by an intonation, it wouldn't have been funny. You know what I mean? Like you say the yes Lizzo comment. If she just said like if it was just off a little, it wouldn't have been funny. But the way that she delivered it, and even like the way that she looked when the guy was asking her the question, incredible. I think like that is real skill. The only thing, and like not that like she didn't need it, I just wish she had a moment where she like invaded somebody's like personal bubble, because you know how Drew Barrymore is like always up on top of everybody. Like I wanted to see that.
I wish she had gone over to like Zayn and Froy and like gotten like between them and we just like had an answer and like was doing an answer like in between them or something. Like that would have been
laid across them or something. Like I think that was could have been a moment. Yeah,
I agree.
I needed her to get in somebody. That was the one thing I was looking for. I was like, so Drew Barrymore has no sense of space for people sometimes. And I wanted her to get up and either get in Rue's face or get in the
Right.
boys' face or
Yes.
just something. But yeah, missed opportunity. But she did so well. I thought her and Nene's character. Oh my gosh, I just thought they were so funny. The funny thing is, the ones that were funny, Nene and then Jane and Mikey and Discord and even Athena, I thought they was just funny and above beyond funny, that it was just like everything else in comparison. I think Darlene was funny, but she broke character, and so it kind of just like once you break character, it kind of takes you out of. For me, it takes me out of what it's because like she couldn't regain it. She was just laughing so hard, which I understand because she was funny. And if I had somebody sitting next to me being that funny, I don't know if I'd be able to hold it either. But she couldn't get it back. And so that made her fall down a little bit because she couldn't get it back. But because everybody was so funny, the ones that were not funny just stood out as not being funny. And it was just like, you just show. It's just like, oh, because like I don't think Darlene did horrible, but she couldn't get it back. Just like I don't think Juicy did horrible, but in comparison, it wasn't funny. And Lizzo as well. Kenya didn't do horrible. It just wasn't no real jokes. Like she was trying to be, like you said, the low hanging fruit jokes, the dick jokes, and all. We get it, but it needed to be a little bit more. The only person who just was bad was Mya in this moment. It was like Mya just rose. She just rose, and I was like, oh, I hate to see that for any. That's the one part about Snatch Game for me that just makes me go, I don't like it. I don't like seeing people not do well, and I don't like because that's not entertaining to me. Is to watch somebody fall, and she just froze, and she even from the way she. From the moment she got out there, she just lost it and never could get it back. And it was secondhand embarrassment. Like, oh no. It was hard to watch because like I think her character could have done a lot. Like Bloody Mary could have done a lot because we don't know what Bloody Mary does. We don't know who she is. She could be anything. She had the idea. She just didn't know how to pull it off. And I just felt bad. I felt because like we all said, we love Mya. We love Mya, and she could. We know what she could do.
Yeah,
it just wasn't her week.
I think like there were three sort of like made up characters here, and I know that's also like a controversial thing. Like some people are saying, we've had enough with that. Like I forget what like we had, was it Tsunami Muse that did like the Tooth Fairy a few seasons back? Like we've had a couple of those types of characters, and
the Golden Tooth Fairy.
That's right. That's right. And I think this is happening more and more. And I think it's sort of a double-edged sword, right? Because if you're going to do a made-up character that we can't actually reference for an impersonation, you better make sure that characterization is the funniest friggin' thing you've ever seen. Do you know what I mean? You've got carte blanche. Like if you take Mikey, for example, she's doing Drew Barrymore, but we have a reference for Drew. So if she's too far outside of that, it's not going to resonate. We don't know who, Athena's character is. We don't know what Mrs. Claus is, this and that. So the characterization has to be on point. And I think out of the made up ones here, I think the only real successful one was Athena. Like, I think that she did a really good job of bringing an actual character to it. We understood who the woman was, this and that. I think Darlene's had potential. But then when she broke character, she sort of lost it. And I think like that was a missed opportunity for her too, because like my favorite like SNL skits are when somebody breaks character, and it's how are you going to pull that back in? You know what I mean? And I think that if she would have been able to do that, I think that would have been really interesting. The thing with Mya, and the funny thing is when she did her like Love Island like intro, it was funny. Like she said something about the spooky coochie and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, I'm into this. But I think she just lost, like there was no character there. It was like, okay, she wasn't even Bloody Mary anymore. She was just some girl on a dating show, and I'm trying to make some sort of like reference to like spooky shit, right? I think what would have really worked is just like add one element to it. Like, why is Bloody Mary there? Why is Bloody Mary in the mirror? Like, think of something, come up with something. We have nothing to reference. I thought, especially where it was the dating show, what I would have done is I would have made her into like the crazy ex-girlfriend, where it's like, you weren't answering your phone, so now I'm all up in your mirror. Do you know what I mean? And do that whole thing. Like, give yourself something to work with. And I think she kind of started with something like that when with her intro. But I just felt so bad for her. Like, and I love her so much, but it was just like once the first thing didn't land, it was done. It was done, and she couldn't bring it back.
I agree completely. I was going to bring up, because I love the way they did the intros as well and had the confessionals in the middle. Like, I thought that was such a good, like, I think that honestly is what leveled up this Snatch Game as well, because I loved having the like intros, and it gave them that opportunity before the Snatch Game to really like introduce the characters. And I loved what Mya did there. I love that idea for that, Mya. I think the other thing she could have done, and we were talking about it like the people I was watching with, I think everything could have been threes with her as well. I think that's a really easy way to incorporate like Bloody Mary. Like, everything is a 3. Like, oh, I called you 3 times. Why didn't you answer? Like, you know, we're going to go down the aisle 3 times, like blah, 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 blah. Like, ideal wedding. Oh, everything is 3s. There's 3, you know, there's 3 rows, like blah, 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 blah. Like,
she could have been like
3s.
Yeah, she could have been like, "Oh, I've been married twice, but I'm third time's a charm." Like something like that. Like, you could have done that.
Everything is a 3. Everything is a 3 with her. Like, I think that could have been a really easy, and like, that's so simple comedy. Like, and Mia's strength is not comedy, unfortunately, at least in this case. And I think that could have been something really easy to latch on to. It just really did not. It didn't land in the way that we wanted. And I think, unfortunately, she was surrounded also by 2 people who were bouncing off of each other and doing really, really well in Truman Capote and Sir David Attenborough, who I think all were just... When Jane came out and said, "Oh, wow, Lainey Kazan is here."
So good.
It was so good. I was a little bit concerned. Like, I know Jane is such a great comedian, but I was a little like, oh, okay. Like, Truman Capote is a big character to try to pull off on a Snatch Game, and especially in this format. And I think Jane did knock it out of the park. And I was really impressed, and especially in the intro when she was like, "Hold on just a second. RuPaul is here. She looks her age."
So good. So good.
Held me.
So
held me. I loved every bit of it. I do think Nene did a very good job with this performance as Sir David. My one thing, I thought it was a little one note.
I agree.
I think it was a little one note, and I think if I'm gonna compare this to what we just saw on UK versus the World Snatch Game, with, you know, unfortunately, like, I think Nene did a great job, and I love our dear Gotti. I think Gotti did a great job. Both winners of those Snatch Games are characters that were one-note characters. Very successful one-note characters. Like, great jokes. I thought everything, like, I loved this twist on Sir David. I thought it was so successful. Nene came so prepared for this. For me, I think it was a little outclassed by some of the other people in this Snatch Game. And I'm happy for how well Nene did in this challenge, but I thought it was just, you know, I wished there was another dimension to it. I wish there was a bit more physical comedy to it, actually.
Yeah.
It was the same, like, what she did well, and what I think Kenya struggled with, right? Because they were both doing like a lot of sex jokes, right? Nene did really well at misdirection. Like, you think you're going here, and then here's the gag, here's the surprise. Whereas Kenya's just like, you know, let me get on my knees and suck you off. Like, it's just like, it's not funny. You know what I mean? Like, you need to think you're going somewhere and then go somewhere else. So I think the first couple times that Nene did that, you did, okay, yes, knee slapper, this and that. But it was the same sort of setup and punch the whole time. And again, it's not that it was bad, it was funny. But I think that there was more variety with a lot of the other panelists. And I think, like, I think some of the stuff that she came up with seemed a little pre-planned, you know, like, yes, it worked well, but like the thing that she mentioned about, I forget how the whole joke went, but something about the anaconda do. It's like, okay, everything's going to be an animal joke, and everything is going to have, you know, there's going to be an innuendo here. And yes, it's funny, but it did get a little repetitive. What I will give her though is, like, we talk physical comedy, and maybe she wasn't like out here doing crazy things, but the way she was moving her mouth and the way that she was moving her eyes, she did a really, really good job. And I think there's also just something kind of like inherently hilarious when you have like this like posh British accent and then like you're talking about the dirtiest things ever. Like I think it was a really smart choice for her, and I do think she did really well. But for me, I felt that there were stronger folks on the panel.
And I think that physical comedy element, I do agree, because I thought her lip service was very good there. I think a lot of her physical comedy also came in that little intro package she did, where like she got stuck in the plant and she was on the ground. So I think that kind of played into it as well. I wish she had taken the opportunity in the actual Snatch Game to be a little bit more physical.
Yeah, because like totally. When you think about when she like where she was sitting, I was like, this could have worked. This could have worked. Like I want to like highlight like the groups that they had, because like the first group with Athena, Jane, Mia, Nene, and Darlene, like that just showed like how like they perform compared to like the second group of Mikey, Kenya, Juicy, and Discord.
Right. It's like it was very interesting, where I feel like, you know, you had in both groups, you had two people who were not as good. I would still put Darlene as like a very solid 6, nowhere close to being in the bottom whatsoever.
Yes.
But still, like it was like, this was a really strong Snatch Game, all things considered. Like no one, like even like what Kenya said in the workroom, like no one had an absolutely abysmal Snatch Game performance that will go down in history forever, except maybe Mia.
I agree.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah, and it hurts me.
I hate it for her. I hate it for her, but yeah.
I do want to give one shout out to Kenya, because her initial joke about liking the white meat took me.
Yep.
That was good. That was good.
That was good. And when she looked over, it was like, well, white meat. Yeah, white meat.
Yeah,
I was
one
like,
little tan.
Right, one little tan.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Overall, like we said, I think this was not a horrible Snatch Game. We had more hits than misses. So that's always a positive when it comes to Snatch Games. You really want more hits than misses. So overall, I think it was in general a really good, decent Snatch Game. I still say go back to the original, just let it be. But if you go do something with a twist, it needs to be like this, because this was the best one that they've done.
I would love to see them do this again, to be honest with you. And I'm going to give honestly a big shout out to Zane Phillips, Troy Gutierrez, and Chris Renfro, who I thought were phenomenal comedians to have on to volley with them. Like all three of the guys did phenomenally. And
they were great to look at too.
Oh, they're minus Zane Phillips' lip filler, which is just bad. I don't think
I was like, that lip filler.
Baby, he was pretty before. He was great when he came on to do, what was it? It was the dog challenge. He came on as a dog.
Oh, right. It was the Bachelor when they were dogs.
Yeah, it was the Bachelor. Yeah, he was so pretty. He was so pretty then. And then someone convinced him to get lip filler.
No.
And now he's trying to hide it with a mustache. And it's no.
Yeah.
No. But if you look at this, because I just want to point something out. The people who did well, like we're talking about our top 6, right? And Ru always says, have a point of view with your character. But like, what does that actually mean, right? I think it's, what is the reason and what version of this person are you playing? Do you know what I mean? And I think that's really what helps you, because you have something to play off of. So it's like, even Athena, for this character who we don't know, the way that she set it up is, I'm the ex-wife. So immediately there's all of this content to pull from, right? With Truman, it's like, you know, he likes to gossip about the men that he's slept with, this and that. All of this content automatically comes in there. David Attenborough, he's old, he does the Animal Planet, he does this and that. There's content there, right? The ones who didn't do so well, when we look at like Lizzo, Bloody Mary, and Jojo Siwa, they're just themselves. What did they set up for themselves there? Do you know what I mean? So that's when you start floundering, and it's just like they're just giving these sort of matter-of-fact answers, and it just doesn't translate. You know what I mean? And like one of the things I did on my Snatch Game, and they only showed it like a little bit, like my initial joke when I said something about like the economy is really bad, so you know they're the tariffs on the spirits and all this shit. I had a bunch of jokes that didn't end up airing, but I had this whole thing because my business was going down, that I'm starting my new platform called Only Ghosts, where you can chat with haunted hotties online, and I had all of this shit that was you know what I mean? And then I came up with my new line of Ouija boards, which was the Luigi Mangione board, because that's what was going on in the news at the time. But it was all like economy, I need booking kind of thing. And it's just like, if you set something up like that, you've got something that you can kind of come back with to play with, you know what I mean, if you don't know how to answer the question. So I think everybody who did well here did that in some way, shape, or form, and the ones that didn't just went in as themselves.
Agreed.
Or the character themselves,
Agreed.
Can you give us a little bit of Teresa, Mya? Can you give us just a little bit?
Just a little bit of Teresa Caputo from Long Island. My God, yes. I love how like my accent is like not Long Island at all. I'm like Elmer Fudd and like vaguely New Englander. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what the
but
hell.
Somehow it works.
It works.
It works.
And that was the thing that like it threw me off when Ru said something to Mya about like, oh, is she from Long Island or New Jersey? I'm like, it doesn't really matter. Just like put the accent on. Don't pronounce your R. It's fine. We'll get it at home. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry. Corey King did nowhere close to either accent last year for Big Ange and did very well. So like,
girl,
what are we doing here?
OG Yara Sofia as Amy Winehouse, like, and it was amazing.
Girl,
lubricant remover.
Lubricant remover. Like, what are we doing here?
Yes. If you can't do the accent, just Juju be a Cher. Like, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
come on
it's
now.
Stupid.
Like,
just do something with it, right?
Like, I'm sorry. What are we doing here? But anyway, I don't know anymore. But
it's just wild to know. Like, Juicy did JoJo Siwa, and then we already saw El Voss do it.
And Elle did it better.
Exactly.
And Lemon.
And
Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who did it better between Lemon and Elle? They're just two different JoJo Siwas.
Yeah, two different. Because
I
obviously,
don't know that I can compare them.
Yeah, I can't compare them because again, Lemon did pre 2019 JoJo Siwa, and then El Voss did coming out JoJo Siwa, and it was just like.
And Juicy tried to do both and neither at the same time, and it was just I don't know, but. We will talk about the runway looks in full over on Look Over Here, so make sure to check that out because this was a great runway. 80s ladies, but very quickly, y'all, any favorite standout runway looks? Because I certainly had a couple.
I think Juicy Cruz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Period, yeah. Her and her designer did great this week.
And Juicy had
hair. Yes, she looks stunning in that like curly bang. It was like giving me, and I don't see like Cruz has hair like this too, but it was giving me very like Whitney in the "I Want to Dance with Somebody" music video. Like she needs that in her life. I love her little pussycat wigs, as I have one on right now. But like, I want to see more of that from her.
Did y'all clock that that's the wig she wore for RDR Live as Michelle?
I did not.
No.
I clocked it immediately. I was like, that's the wig she wore. So she brought this for Celia and then wore it for, I'm like 95% sure. I was like, it's the only big wig she brought.
I was like, if they would have clocked it if they.
But
I also think Athena looked pretty this week. I liked Athena's look. Very 80s. Yeah.
The champagne was burnt. And, it looked gorgeous.
I mean, I was a fan of Prince. Mia's Prince. I was like, because number one, this was 80s ladies, and then she does Prince, and I was like,
period.
Yeah, period.
Because I don't care what you say, Prince was mother, father, and everything in between, because Prince was everything. And so for her to do Prince for 80s ladies I loved it. And I thought her costume looked really good.
She I loved like the overall look, and I loved the concept and stuff. The one thing that took me out of it a little bit were the boots. The gold in the boots and the gold that was in the garment wasn't the same. So it made the garment not look as nice. So I was like, even if it wasn't the right gold, like if she would have stoned the gold pieces in the jacket, I think it would have made it work with the boots or wear different boots. There was just a little disconnect, but I loved it overall. Like overall, I did really like it.
It was almost there. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I need to shout out Discord's Reba because it is one of the best. She came out and I said, Discord is going to win this episode. Like, just spot on 80s Reba McEntire down. I loved Discord was my favorite this week on the runway. I loved it. I thought it was spot on. And I said, what is Discord Adams doing up in here as Reba? Like, I just absolutely loved it. I loved it.
She even had like the villainous white person, no upper lip. Like, I loved it.
Oh my God.
Like,
that smile.
Zayn took her lip, apparently. That's
right.
what happened there.
Right. Like, oh my God, it was so good. I thought she looked so good.
Darlene was good too.
Darlene.
Dolly.
As Dolly.
The one thing I wanted, I know it's insane. I wanted a bigger wig.
Bigger hair.
Yeah.
That was me too.
I wanted bigger hair and
bigger
should have been
boobs.
bigger hair.
I wanted bigger hair and bigger boobs.
I wanted all the proportions to be bigger.
Yep.
Yes. I think one of the things with this runway that was difficult is because they were clearly like they had to pick an 80s lady and do a recreation, right? Yeah. So I think it's it's such a fine line of like, do you do the recreation to a T and try and match it up, or do we kind of dragify it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And I would err on the second one of those, right?
Dragging it up.
So I think like Jane did a really good job of that. Like, we got that was B-52s, but the wig was more extravagant and she took it to a different place. Whereas like Mikey, yes, that was spot on Olivia Newton-John, but like down to like the horrible shoe that Michelle clocked.
The shoes.
Like, can we do something else with it? Like, I think even, I might say something controversial, but I have to. Nene's Cyndi Lauper, it was giving Cyndi. I didn't get a lot of drag from it. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that there was a different, like, she needed to amp it up somewhere. Like, it was a good look. She completed the assignment. She did the recreation. I don't think it's not bad, but I just think that there was something missing. Like, she needed something else there.
Could I add on to your controversial opinion about that? I feel like she didn't even do Cyndi Lauper like Cyndi Lauper. I think Cyndi Lauper drags up Cyndi Lauper's look more than I think she dragged it down. Like, that was not even, because if I'm gonna do Cyndi Lauper, I'm giving you the tutu, I'm giving you the big, lots of jewelry, lots of everything. Yes. And I felt like she brought down Cyndi Lauper a little bit. It's because in the 80s, Cyndi was wild. She had the yellow, the red, the jewelry, the everything. Like, you knew Cyndi Lauper. Her flouncy skirts, and I felt like she gave us a nice church dress, like Cyndi Lauper going to church. In a nice church dress and a blazer, but it had the little chains and stuff on it. But I don't think it was Cyndi Lauper enough, in my opinion.
She did like demure Cyndi.
And
I'm looking at the inspiration photo that she pulled from directly, and like, it is pretty spot on to the inspiration photo that she's pulling from. But even then, I do agree. Like, it felt a little clean. Yes. I think that's what my problem is with it. Like, and that's honestly, I think, just Nene's aesthetic. I think that's what, like, she brought, and I think that's the other balance with this kind of category, or any like Night of 1,000 or anything like that, is how much do you take the original source material? How much do you take like the source look, I guess, in this instance, because a lot of them are taking like a specific look, and then how much do you bring in your own drag aesthetic into that as well? And I think, it's interesting. I thought it was a little bit of a left field choice for Nene to pick Cyndi Lauper. I liked it as well. I love Cyndi, but I thought it was interesting because Cyndi is that kind of like free spirit kind of situation. I didn't expect that from Nene, and I think what Nene brought into it is that little bit of like her clean aesthetic, very polished. And so I think what we got from that is a polished version of Cyndi Lauper, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I think that's just her interpretation of it. And it didn't read as much Cyndi for us as we would have necessarily liked. Whereas some other people, like we've been saying, like I would say Mia's Prince, Athena's Joan, were more true to the standard source material. So I think that may have played into it a little bit.
Also, I would have liked Nene. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I would have liked to see her go with that draggy element, because I do agree with you, Lana. She kind of pulled it back, but she brought it into her aesthetic almost. Mm-hmm. And I don't mind that, but I would have liked to see her step out of her own bubble if she's going to choose Cyndi, and maybe, like exaggerate the makeup like Cyndi would have. I think that could have, while keeping it within her aesthetic.
Yeah, I think the other thing with Nene too is like we've seen so many incredible looks from her, and like she's the fashion girly of the season. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like she's turning it out each week, and we know that she can take it there and go over the top. And I think Cyndi Lauper, out of every kind of 80s sort of star, is that over the top person. You know what I mean? So I think it was just a little bit of a letdown there, because I was hoping that, to your point, Logan, like, yes, interpret it through your aesthetic, but I wanted her, as opposed to going the clean route, give me more, you know what I mean? Give me more over the top. But the one, I think we can all agree, that was diabolical was poor Kenya.
Baby.
Girl. I felt so bad. I like Kenya so much. Like, I love her personality. I think she's got so much potential.
Love her.
You could, you could go to like any drag bar and see that on a stage from somebody who hasn't been doing drag that long. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a little dress with the hair. And if the hair had not been the exact color of Shaka's hair, I'd have no idea that was supposed to be Shaka Khan.
Mm-hmm. You could do so much with Shaka Khan, and
so much.
And she chose not to, and it's just like, oh no, I wanted, like, you didn't even stone the dress at all, or you didn't do anything, and I just felt so bad.
Yeah, and the reference picture of that Shaka Khan, that snake skin was all sequin.
Right, that looks like you could have done something with it.
Like, I know someone that wears that snake skin dress all the time, and it's like,
Yes.
And I get it. And here's the thing: Drag Race is hard. Drag Race is expensive.
It is.
And maybe this is one of the things where she didn't have the budget to do something like that, and like we have to hold space for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
She's
100%.
She's got to make it work with how she needs to make it work.
Absolutely.
But it's compared to everything else, it was a letdown for sure.
Yeah.
I felt bad.
Yeah. We know that Kenya's had a lot of difficulties this season with designers falling through. So, and generally having a lot of issues with her runway package. So obviously holding space for it. It just was not, I know it's not up to the standard she would have wanted to present.
Absolutely.
And it was clear from, the moment she came on the runway. So it's one of those really unfortunate things. I think Kenya's going to be one of those girls we see back in a couple of years on All Stars with an All Stars budget, and she's going to be perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
She's going to be perfectly fine. And like, at this point, I love her. She is one of my standouts of the season. She ain't winning this season. We're going to see her on in a couple of years, and she's going to be perfectly fine. And she's going to come back and absolutely demolish an all-star season of some variety. And I'm thrilled to see it. I'm excited to see her for as much of the rest of this season as we're going to get her.
Yeah.
So
those are the girls that you need to watch out for. The girl, like the ones that come around the first time that struggle with like the fashion and the runway package, but have the personality down. When they come back, they're the dangerous ones because they got the coin now to get the fashion together. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the opposite, when it's, the girls that have the good runway packages the first time, but struggle in the personality, that doesn't always work out. Do you know what I mean? So I think Kenya, absolutely. Like, Logan, you read my mind. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, I can listen to her talk in a confessional all day long. She needs to start narrating David Attenborough stuff. I'd watch Animal Planet with Kenya.
She needs once she is done with her round of touring for this year and getting her like good consistent bookings while she is like on the year of her Drag Race year. She needs a podcast, a Wow Presents Plus show.
Yes,
she needs to be the it girl for all of the speaking engagements, all of that kind of stuff. Like I would listen to her read the phone book. Like she is just the charisma out like for miles and miles and miles. And that is something you can't teach. And that's going to take her through the rest of her career. And I'm thrilled for her. Like that is, it's one of those things that is so great to have on a show like Drag Race, because you can kind of teach everything else to prepare for Drag Race. You can't teach skills like that.
No, she reminds me, and like not in the performance element, but like from the charisma element, she reminds me of Ebony from my season. Like Ebony just has this like charisma that just oozes out of her, and everything she does is just amazing. You know what I mean? And I feel like Kenya has that too. Yeah,
I agree.
She is. I mean, we had an example of someone who didn't have the budget in their original season and came back for an all-star and won in Mommy Wata in France. And I'm just saying, that's what Kenya's like. She has everything else. Like she has the talent. She has the charisma out the wazoo. Yeah. But she just didn't have the budget. And sometimes that could be the thing. You give her an all-star budget, oh, baby.
Yeah.
What's holding her back now?
Yeah. I agree completely.
We'll see her soon.
I think she also reminds me of, I think we're going to see her with a similar trajectory as Heidi N Closet. Like she gives me that energy as well of just like the Southern Queen, all that charisma, fan favorite coming out of the season. She's going to get all of those boosts and she's going to just do so well. I'm excited for her. But Untucked is, honestly fairly boring this week. The girls kind of knew what was going on. They knew where they were at. The highlight is Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields comes back. And my favorite part is Kenya is like, Miss Ma'am, you are serving cunt on a platter. And she's like, oh, I'm serving cunt on a platter. She had never heard that phrase in her life.
No.
And
she is 60 years old, baby. Of course she has not heard serving cunt on a platter.
The way she's just like, oh, okay. Oh, serving
is
cunt
that
on
a good thing?
Is that a good
thing? Good.
No,
good.
Great. Yes. And I just love her. She like gave such great advice and just, was talking about her ass for most of Untucked. And you know what? She's got a great ass, so she should be talking about it more.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just absolutely delightful and wonderful and phenomenal. And I was like, great, good,
love
it, wonderful. And that was Untucked for you. That's all. And now to talk about these kind of a little confusing results. Our top three is Jane, Nene, and Mikey. All people that did do quite successfully in this challenge. Where's Discord?
As much as I like Nene, we could have switched Nene with Discord. I don't think Nene should have won this. I said it.
I agree.
I said it. I think Nene could have not won this. Did she do well? Yes. Could it have been a top 4? Absolutely. It probably should have been. It probably should have been. But if we being honest, Mikey ate up Drew Barrymore. Yeah. Jane ate up her character of
Truman Capote.
Capote. Nene did well. But
Nene ate up Sir David.
She ate up. I'll say that. She did. But you cannot tell me Discord did not deserve to be in that top 3 for being the Pope. Like, come on.
Honestly, it could have been a top 4, bottom 2.
It should have been a top 4.
Like, Juicy could have been safe. I'll say that, honestly.
Mhm.
Juicy could have been safe. Given challenge performance and runway, Juicy could have been safe.
Sure. Wouldn't have been mad at that.
I wouldn't have been like the most upset at that because I do think Juicy had one of the best runways this week.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like her and her designer did a really good job with her runway. So like I don't think it would have been out of the realm of possibility for Juicy to be safe. Like her Snatch Game was not absolutely abysmal.
No.
There was also no universe she was going to be in the bottom. I think they just put her in the bottom so that Ru could give her the critique of, girl, we don't know who you are. We can't see you. Give her the little kick under her ass. You're safe. Whatever.
But then why we won't give Discord that same acknowledgement to give her something? Because she has been safe, and you have given her nothing. She got not one single critique. So she has no idea what you like or what you think of her at all. And I'm like, she deserves that chance to get that critique.
Thankfully, they critiqued everyone last week, so she did get critiqued. And I'm like, thankful for that at least. But like, come on now. The only other time she's gotten critiques is when she was low for the design challenge. Otherwise, her track record is safe. And I'm like, that's just not indicative of how well she's doing this season. It really just isn't. I'm frustrated. But Nene does win. And I wouldn't say it's undeserved. I wouldn't say it's undeserved.
I think anybody in that top four could have won, and I would have been okay with the win. Yeah. Because they all did really well.
Yeah. I think of that top three, for me, I think I would have given it to Mikey, to be honest.
I would have gave it to Jane.
I think that's fair too.
Out of those three, probably.
No, but like I do agree.
No, probably Mikey.
Like Discord should have been the top and should have won.
Should have been the top.
I would.
Wait, look, I love how we all like. Yep. Oh,
and
but okay.
And it's fine though. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
But the bottoms was the bottoms.
The bottoms was the bottoms. Yeah.
The bottoms were the bottoms. Nobody else was going to be a bottom. You know, bottoms are bottoms. And the bottom two was very clear. Juicy was going to be safe. We all knew that. And it is Kenya versus Mya in the bottom two. Lip syncing to Head Over Heels by the Go-Go's. Great choice for love.
80s.
Absolutely.
Very 80s.
This lip sync.
Controversial, apparently.
And I still stand behind the fact that Mya won this lip sync.
What I will say is I think this is Kenya's best lip syncing moment on the show.
Correct.
Miss Thing knew her words from the shots that we were shown. And I think she was more in control this time. You know, I think when she lip synced the last time and when she did her talent show number, there were moments that were like a little frantic. You know what I mean? This I felt was more in control. So I don't want to take anything away from Kenya.
Agreed.
Mya ate this up, in my opinion. I think Mya is just... I just keep coming back to her musicality, like the way that she hears music and the way that she performs it. It's just a different level for me. And I think like she had the emotion, she had all of that kind of stuff. And of course, like when we're watching it, we see clips of different people and all that sort of stuff. But anytime that even Mia's not in like the, like in the front or the focus is on Kenya, if you look at Mya on the side, like she's doing the damn thing, man. And like, I don't know, and this might be a controversial thing, but sometimes when it comes to Drag Race, sometimes the lip sync matters, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes, you know, somebody clearly wins a lip sync, but they're doing like worse in the competition and they get cut off anyway. And sometimes they do the opposite. And I just did not feel like this was Mia's time to go. Did not feel like it at all. I was heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie, I was so sad, man.
Okay,
I'm mad about it. And I'm mad still, but go ahead, Lana. I'm so sorry for
Oh
interrupting.
no, you're fine because I was going to say I'm going to play devil's advocate here because
Okay.
Okay,
honestly,
please do. Yeah.
I I I think Mia did a good job too. I do think Mia did a good job in this lip sync. I think Kenya did a good job in this lip sync. She knew her words. Here's where I feel like they both lacked because I feel like Mia I wanted to. You talked about the musicality in her performance. I wanted to see a little bit more because
Yeah.
as far as her being, because she is the dancer, she's a choreographer. This is what she does, and I felt like instead of hitting the beats where she should have hit the beats, she was in the pocket. She was like doing the smooth style when she should have
Yeah.
been bang it. She was smoothing it out, and I felt like she didn't hit where she needed to hit and she was smoothing it when she needed to hit it and she
Yeah.
was hitting it where she needed to keep it smooth. Like she just did the opposite of everything she should have did with the music in the mute that was presented to her. And I think Kenya on the other hand was hitting the notes like every time they did that da 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 bang, Kenya was pop, she was kicking and it she just hit every time where Mia was like da 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 bang, and she was smoothing it, and that's where I feel like it was the eye played the tricks. Like the judges was watching Mia do it, and she did it. And Mia did drop a couple of the lyrics, a little bit, just a couple of them, not a
Okay.
bunch, but she dropped the sing a little bit. Where Kenya was showing, like, okay, because she had to, because she got called out for
Yeah.
not knowing the words. She had to show she knew all the
Yeah.
words. She might as well did this like they've been doing lately. Like I know the words to the song, but she was also when the music banged, she was hitting it. And so Rue would look at her every time she did it, and she did it like 4 or 5 different times. She did the back kick, and then a front kick and a front kick. And I feel like she took the attention away from Mia in this lip sync. I don't think either one of them did super bad, and I don't think either one of them did super great. I
Yeah.
just think Mia missed the mark on where to pop it and where to smooth it out. And she did it the opposite way around and it didn't have the same effect. I think Mia did a good job in this lip sync, and I think Kenya did a good job. I think it was just so close that when Kenya took the attention away from Mia, the judges noticed it. And that's the only thing. I don't think either one of them did bad. And I don't think either one of them did super great. I just think they were just equally just in the pocket, and one of them just slightly Kenya
Mm.
slightly jumped over Mia because she knew where the music was popping and Mia stayed in the pocket too long. And that
Okay.
sometimes when you a performer, that happens. You have to know where you got to pop it and where you could sit down and because especially a hip hop dancer, you have to know where you get the because you get grimy and get low with it
Yes.
and you get and you sit in that pocket of
Yeah.
it in that base of it and you grind it, but you also got to come out and mm, and it got smooth it
Yes.
out, pop, 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 and you smooth. And Mia just did it the opposite of what the song was giving, and that's the only thing I could take away from it. But I think they both did just. That's my take.
I think that's a completely fair take, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's a completely fair take. Like, because when I watched it, like it felt very close.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
I couldn't help like eyeing myself at Kenya a bit more, a
Mm.
little bit. But the times I did see Mia, I thought Mia was like killing it in the way that she did. But I did kind of agree with you, Lana, with Kenya. Like, she knew the timing
Mm.
because again with the 80s with everything, so like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I kind of saw where that was going. So like Kenya had the timing, Mia had the elements. So
Yes.
um
Yes.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
Look, I
that
have
really
Brandon. Brandon. Oh my God.
Whoa.
whoa,
Stop the
Whoa.
presses.
Whoa.
Stop.
Girl.
breaking news.
Girl.
Breaking news. I agree with
Breaking
Brandon.
news, everybody. No, I think that's completely fair. And I agree, it was a very close lip
Mhm.
sync. I'm not like I think they both did. I quite enjoyed the lip sync. I think they both did a really good job. For me, what edged it over for me for Mia
Mhm.
is I think they both had really actually quite good musicality. I felt like Kenya's stunts were not. I appreciated her going for the
Crunchy.
stunts. I thought they were a bit
Crunchy.
crunchy.
Mhm.
They were a bit crunchy. I liked her timing with the donkey kicks. With the song, I thought that was quite good. But by like the third one, it felt a little rushed. And then doing her first dip ever. Good job, girl.
You did better than me, mama. I wouldn't have did it.
It wasn't the cleanest in the world, but it did work. So hey,
And
there's
she even
that.
said that.
I just think for me personally, I think Mya gave a cleaner performance overall. And I could have seen it going either way. I ultimately thought it was a close enough lip sync that I thought it was going to come down to track record.
Yeah. And that's what I thought too. I did too.
Mhm.
I literally said in the middle of it, I was like, oh, Kenya's going to go. Because of track record. It has nothing to do with the lip sync. It has to do with track record and this runway.
Yeah. And then Mya goes home.
I was gagged.
No, my girl, I can't. Oh
no,
God.
Broke my heart. It broke my heart. Broke my heart. It broke my heart. Ugh. And this is no shade on Kenya because I didn't want her to go either.
No, me either.
I didn't want either of them to go, but this one was hard. I was like, no, not my big back queen.
Mya,
What?
no.
I can't.
No.
She's just got I love her. I love what she does. The heart, the experience. And she's a star, bitch. I looked her up afterwards, and obviously I knew she's a backup dancer and stuff like that. But J-Lo, Rihanna, Celia Cruz, Camila Cabello, she was on America's Best Dance Crew, and she sings and does all of this sort of it's just it's hard to believe she's gone this early in the competition. I do think she had a really good run, and she's had a lot of moments, and I think that talent show will go down in history as one of the best talent shows we've seen on Drag Race. But it's tough, man. But again, Canada season 6, it's you get to a point where everybody is so good, it's hard to see people go, and people who you have slotted for the end, you'd have one little misstep and you're gone. So yeah, tough pill to swallow for sure.
She'll be back for All Stars. I don't care. There's no way they don't bring her back for an All Star season of some sort. Agreed. There's no way. There's no way. And if she comes back with an All Star budget, hello.
Yeah.
And if they ever go back to All Stars with the lip sync assassins, she's got to be number one on that list.
Oh, 1,000%. 1,000%. I'm devastated. I love this girl. She's been my favorite from the jump. So I'm just Mya, no. Mya, no.
It hurts.
Fuck you, Bloody Mary.
Fuck you, Bloody Mary.
Ugh.
That's the way to go out.
That's the way to go out, babe. But I love her attitude as she went out. She was not bitter. She was not anything. She was just it is what it is. My time, it is my time. And that's how you go out. And she went out so sweet. I love Mya. I can't wait to see her back because she will be back. I just, no doubt in my mind.
No doubt in my
mind.
You
can tell she's a consummate professional and working in this industry for however long she said, 17 years or whatever, not just doing drag, but as a dancer and a producer and this and that. You think of the amount of no's that lady has been told in her life, in her lifetime, as much success as she had. So it's nice to see her go out so gracefully. And you can, obviously she's upset and she's hurt, but it was nice to see. And she's a class act.
Yeah.
Maya loves Mya. I love
and
it.
The cup loves Mya just as much.
Yes.
We love you, Mya.
Hearts. There you go.
I love it. Well, Lana, you ain't doing that bad.
I know, but I don't like it.
Well, you didn't lose someone this week.
Finally. No, go ahead.
You're not doing that bad. You're not doing that bad. We do have a draft update, though. Poor Jonathan and Mike. They are permanently in last place with 43 points. I don't know if they will catch up, but we'll see. Lana in third place, 68.5 points. A very good run. Sugar is in second place with 79.5 points. And I am currently leading the season 18 draft with 86.5 points. So it is still within grasp. We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see how it goes. I still have my full team, and I'll take that. I didn't expect to have my full team because I thought Kenya was going home. But hey, we'll take it.
Look, I don't want to cause any controversy. No, I'm not nothing.
Say the quiet part out loud, then, Lana.
I will say nothing. I will say nothing because I will keep my third place to myself. Keep my third place to myself. I just like to cut out conspiracy theories on these podcasts, and I feel like maybe a conspiracy is happening. Because no, it's not. It's just really not. Because I lose 2 in a row. 2 in a row.
And just because you spun first on the wheel during the Australian Survivor draft, and I got the last pick.
That was very much a conspiracy theory. Oh, well, that was because we know that Will hates me. Something in the water. Something in the water for that.
And then you roll first pick. Go check out our draft for Australian Survivor.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's going to be a fun season. But I think it's going to be a fun episode next week. It's the Rusical. Annie meets the Jellicle Ball. Oh boy. I can't wait to see the disaster that is imminent.
I mean, it took them long enough to finally do an interpretation of Annie.
I think it's going to be bad. And it's going to have nothing to do with the queens and everything to do with the writing because there are not enough Black people on the writing team of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
I'll say the quiet part out loud. I don't mind. They're not going to... They're not... It's not going to be good.
I have come to learn that musicals, either they're going to be really good, and that's not going to happen here too many times, but some of them are good here, or they're going to be really really bad.
Yeah.
And a little cringe.
Yeah.
Now, internationally, they do a little bit better sometimes, but...
Oh, internationally is great.
France, still my favorite musical comes from France, so I don't know. We'll see.
The Hunchback?
Yes. Season 3?
France, yep.
Oh, season 2? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, we shall see. We shall see. I'm optimistic.
I too
not really
am optimistic, but I'm not.
Not really though.
No.
We shall see. But
Lana, they're going to be saying you. Lana, they're going to be saying you and Logan are fighting now. My God.
I mean, they know me and Logan fight on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, This has been going on for 4.5 years.
I mean, I fight with Logan out loud. Me and Brandon just.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about that one. But yeah. Anyway, it was so fun, Mya.
Mya, yes.
This has been so good. Thank you for joining us for a full pod. You know you're welcome back anytime, and we're going to have you back soon. So,
baby, this is so much fun. Thank you for having me, and you call me up anytime. I'll be back. Let them know how to do the Snatch Game. Honey, listen,
honestly,
yes.
We might have to add you in, have Tara come in for every pork chop, and have you come in for every Snatch Game now. I think that might be perfect.
The East Coast Canadian girlies unite. We're here.
Yeah. Yes. Please take this time to plug anything you'd like to plug.
Oh, geez. Follow me on Instagram. Buy my stickers. I got some funny ones coming. They're good. And book me. Honey, I want to travel.
Period.
Yes,
phenomenal.
Exactly. Get me across. I want to go to UK. Somebody book me in the UK.
Period. That part.
I love it.
Yes, all of Mya's links will be down in the description below, along with all of ours. So make sure to check them out. And on your way out, go check out all the links in the description below. Go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Go get your Mya Foxx merch. Go check out another video. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. So cheers to Snatch Game of Love Island, I guess. And where is Discord's win? Come on now.
Come on now. Cheers.
Cheers.